Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to make a video about how I keep my 2-year-old busy while I homeschool my other two. And even if it's not just to keep him busy, it's for him to be included in the routine of homeschooling. I don't necessarily want to say I'm already homeschooling my 2-year-old because of course he's really young, but I do like him to be involved in some sort of way. So I just make it fun, nothing, like no actual curriculum, no nothing like that, of course, but something just to involve him in our day and just make him feel included, of course. And so yeah, so stick around so you can see what I have to show you guys. The first thing I want to show you guys is this box right here. I got this at Walmart, and basically I just put like a bunch of little toys specifically for him in here, that we could work on, just something. He does have some delay. My son is considered like developmentally delayed, and I believe this is why I need to push him, in a fun way, of course, in a fun, loving way. And that's why I put all this together for him, so I could be able to help him, of course, with speech therapy and everything. He has that, but as well, of course, I need to do it at home, right? So the first thing, one of the things that we'll do, or some of the things I have in this box, are some little animals. He just started saying shark, he started saying turtle and cow, and I just pull these out, and he was like shark, turtle, and we'll talk about what sounds do they make, and we'll go swimming across the house with these. He'll pretend like he's eating me up with these. It's so cute. And we have some food in here so he can say eat, eat pizza, eat corn, yum yum yum, and like, I know it sounds funny, but that's really what you have to do with them. And so now he says eat. So now, ever since I've been like doing this with him, he's been talking a lot more, and he hasn't even started his speech therapy yet. He will be starting it in late September. There's a shortage in speech therapists, so or in any therapist. So I just took it upon myself to educate myself in ways I can help my child improve in his speech and in developmental, just start now, right? Why wait until then? But anyway, so he is saying a lot more words, I've noticed. And with me doing little activities like this with him. So this is just another little just toys that I have. His developmental therapist actually gave us this one like last year, and he could not do these at all, but now he's able to do it by himself. And so basically, it's just a puzzle with the shapes, and I'll tell him like, oh look, it's a triangle, where does it go, and then I'll help him, I'll guide his hand, because at first he couldn't do it, but I've been guiding him, but slowly he's understanding like, oh, the shapes. He's still not quite there yet, but he can do it without getting frustrated, which is a really good thing. It's a major improvement. So I really like this puzzle. It's a really good puzzle. And of course the cups. He really enjoys the cups. He really enjoys these cups. Now he has a problem with taking them out. And I only have 4. There's supposed to be, I think, like 8 of them, but I only left 4, just so he doesn't get like overwhelmed, but later on I will be adding the rest of them once he gets better at this. But he's really good at putting them back in. Still needs a little bit more work, but this is really good. He really enjoys the cups. He'll sit there and play with this by himself as well. So like, we'll do this, and this is like one of the things he really enjoys. Another thing that I got is one of these little, I forgot what this is called, but I got it on Amazon. And basically what it is, it has these little buttons. I'll take out a few just to show you. So I'm sure you've seen these, but so this might be a little too advanced for him, but like I said, I really want him just to put the buttons in. I don't expect him to know like put purple in the purple. There's no purple here. Okay, like put yellow in yellow, right? I just expect him to like motor skills, right? To help with his motor skills, and just to put the buttons in there like that. And you know, and that I'll do this with him. I'll sit there with him. I'm like, oh look, it's yellow. Where's the yellow? And of course he doesn't know his colors yet. But I believe with practice he will get there, of course, like every child. And you make it fun, and they learn, you know, as you just play with them, and they really do learn. That's, you know, that's their way of learning, through play. And so he'll put that in there, and I'll be like, oh, pink, here's pink, and he'll get it wrong. That's okay. We'll try again, and then I'll lead him. I'll guide his hand, you know, and then eventually, you know, he'll get it. But this is really fun. He really likes this one. He doesn't understand like exactly, like he has to put the colors and all that in the right places. But the point is just for him to put the buttons in the holes, right? So this is a really good one. Even my 3-year-old and my 4-year-old, they really enjoy this too. They really like this one. So they get entertained by that one as well. And of course we got this one. The ABCs with the, there it goes, where you put, I'm sure you've all seen this. Let me just grab one real quick. So with this one, at first he wanted nothing to do with it. Took a few months for him to actually, like, I took it away, I presented it to him, he wanted nothing to do with it. I took it away, and then I presented it, I showed it to him again, and he ended up liking it. And then he actually was putting it all by himself. And you know, sometimes he has trouble. Like I said, it's all motor skill work as well. He can, you know, eventually learn his alphabets. So this is really neat too. I really like that. Like I said, he's only 2 years old. You know, I don't expect him to know all of this. You know, it's just, like I said, a way for him to be involved in our day, and just for him to, you know, help him as well be, you know, develop to where he needs to be, right? And also I got this, mainly I ended up getting these for my 4 and 3-year-old, but his developmental therapist asked me one session, she was like, do you have like flashcards? And I was like, I do, but I never thought about using it with my 2-year-old, right? And she was like, you know, bring him out, and I brought him out, and he ended up liking these. So, you know, we don't use all of them, but I put the first couple that we do. And I was just like, okay, I thought that would be too advanced for him, but no, it was actually pretty good. And so I'll lay out some cards, right? These are not the ones that I put up here. I think my kids grabbed it. You see, my other two like to grab his box. And of course, because there are 3 and 4, right? But basically, you know, I'll pull out the cards, and then I'll lay these out. These are the ones that he knows. You know, I'll be like, I'll lay these out, and I'm like, oh, can you get me the fish? Where's the fish? Bloop, 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 bloop. And he'll get me the fish. And I'm like, what is this? You know, what's it called? What is it? And he'll say fish. You know, like it helps him like talk or try to sound it out, right? And just like, you know, just learn these words, you know. Ant, when he sees the ant, he says ew, ant, you know. The duck, he says the duck sounds. Dog, the house, the cake, because he loves cake, of course. What 2-year-old doesn't, right? So these cards actually came in handy, because I never even opened them for my my 3 and 4-year-old. They're I don't know, they just developed so fast that these, I didn't even get to use them. I'll probably still use them with them. Of course, I'll find something to use it with them, but for right now I'm using it for my 2-year-old, because it really is helping him like identify different objects, and helping him like say some of these words. And of course the main let me see, I have a bunch of stuff, right? And we don't do this like every day, of course. This is just like every other day, whenever I know that he wants to, you know, be involved, you know, or he just wants to lay by himself, or you know, whatever he wants to do. Like I said, he's only 2. And we also have this little animal farm puzzle. We're missing a horse right now, but this one's cute too. So this one, he still doesn't know how to quite put it. He still likes to throw stuff around, but that's something that we're still working on. But I really like this. I feel like it's still a little too big for him, but I believe, I have faith that he's gonna get it, and he will eventually be able to do this by himself. But I have seen, I just laid this out on our table in the living room, and I have catch him like just trying to do it, but he cannot do it. He gets frustrated. But the fact that he's trying, that's such a good sign. You know, that's such a good thing for him to try. And so I just leave it there. You know, like I said, I have faith that he will be able to do this soon. But mainly I use this for like the animal sounds, right? Like the cow says, "Ooh, where's the cow go? Oh, it goes in here." And then I'll guide his hand. I'll have him hold it. I'll guide him. And of course, it has the little handles, right? This is real cute. This is from Melissa and Dot too. And the pig, of course. What does the pig say? And then, oh, where's it go? You know, just like that. And just for him to learn, you know, all the animal sounds, and hopefully say them back to me and learn the animal names, more words, right? And so, like, the other thing I have is this little, now I printed this out, but we don't really, I did this with my 3-year-old and my 4-year-old. My 3-year-old is about to be 4, and my 4-year-old is about to be 5 here in the next 2 months. But and I did this with them when they were 2.5. So I was like, and my 2-year-old, since he's considered developmentally delayed, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do that with him because I don't want to push him too much. But the therapist said, go ahead and do it. You know, push him. You need to push him. And so for all you people out there that might tell me, oh, that's, you know, he's too young for all that. No, he needs to be pushed. Even his therapist says, right? Professional says this, so why not do it? But anyway, like I said, all of this is not mandatory. It's not like dictated. Like I'm not forcing him to do anything, but it's just a good way to include him. I'm gonna repeat that throughout the video, right? Just to make it clear. But basically, I printed this, my preschool learning binder, and oh my gosh, she's a YouTuber here. Her name is Jada JD. Oh my god, I will try to link her YouTube channel down in the description below. I'll figure all that out because it's really good. The one I did for my 4 and 3-year-old, it was completely different. So I bought this one. The other one I kind of made it myself, but this one I bought it, and I included some of my own, like the other ones that I copied from Teachers Pay Teachers. But so basically, yes, this is my preschool learning binder, and it has his name. And I really like this because we get to talk about feelings. I printed this out. I believe I printed it out on Teachers Pay Teacher, and we'll go over emotions, just so he can understand his emotions. You know, because I think it's really important for a child to understand their emotions, especially if you're, you know, like my child is considered developmentally delayed, even though he has caught on so fast by the grace of God and all the therapists and myself, you know, me putting the time and effort and just work and love into my child, just pouring out all my love into my child, and just, you know, I've seen the growth, I've seen you know, he's sprouting so well. I just praise God for that. But you know, emotions is very important because he does have a little temper, but he's starting to understand. Like, he gets angry, he gets you know, happiness, he sad, like we talk about it, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really respond to me, but he understands. Like, I can tell he's starting to understand ever since we started going through our emotions. And even has this little thingy. I think this is the cutest thing. How do you feel? And I'll ask him, I'm like, how do you feel today, Papi? Like, I'll put the Velcro on there. You know, I just laminate it, and then I'll put the Velcro dots on it, and I'll ask him, like, are you sad? You know, are you crying? Do you feel sick? Are you sad? Are you happy? Are you sleepy? Are you angry? Are you anxious? Are you being silly? You know, and I'll let him pick whatever he wants. Most of the time he picks angry, because I think he likes the face. He thinks it's silly. Or he'll pick sick, or he'll pick, you know, happy. He'll just pick it. You know, he likes this one too, the silly face. So let's see if you can see that. And then I printed this one. This was the first single page that I printed out before I put the binder together. So, you know, it's like I said, just learning his colors, right? So we'll talk, you know, he says fish now because of this. He learned the word fish. He was able to say the word fish. That was actually one of, like, his first words. And we'll say, oh, look at the pink fish. Bloop, 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 bloop. Where does the fishy go? pink, fishy, pink, and he still does not match it. He does most sometimes, but isn't is I think it's more like on accident, like he gets lucky. Or maybe he does know it, who knows, right? We like I said, we don't do this all the time. Maybe I do need to do it more often. But anyway, he really enjoys this, and we're like, oh, look at the gray fish, does that match this fish? Oh, bloop 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 bloop. And he'll say bloop 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 too. He likes to make all the noises too. Like I said, really good. I really like this one. Like, I printed this one out. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it was that. This one comes with the one that I bought. And basically, you know, it teaches him like, oh, the fishy goes in a fish in a bowl, and the parrot goes on the cage, the hamster, and the little doggy in the doghouse. I thought that was so cute, just for him to learn the concept of like where that goes, right, the order. And then this one's cute too. I got the animals in here, and for this one, of course, like I said, it's the same thing with the other one, animal sounds. And this one is the teddy bear. We'll put the clothes on the teddy bear. You know, that's so cute. I really like that one too. And then we'll just this is stuck together, the left and right hand. Now there was more pages to this. I just did not print all of them out because it's like the dates of the days of the week, the months, and the calendar. But I feel like, you know, at 2 years old, I just need him to be at a certain level. We will get to that eventually, so I didn't want to like overdo it, but I do have it, you know, of course in my computer, you know, for the future, for whenever he is ready to move on to that. But this is good. I don't think this is too, I think this is okay. Even my other two kids use it, you know, they know their left and right, you know, hands. And then for this one, we'll just go over the numbers, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I'll have him point with something, you know, like a little finger stick, a little feather. We'll put little rocks on top of it. And then this one I printed out as well. This is kind of old, that's why it looks like that, because I used this one to teach my kids like sizes, you know. And then this one has like the crayons, and I feel like this one might still be a little too advanced, like a little bit too much, but we'll do like 3, whatever, you know, whatever he wants to do, we'll do it. But it's good for him, you know, like I said, learn his colors, the shapes. I am missing the diamond. We worked on it, and he started throwing everything around. He was just trying to, you know, that's his way of playing. He likes to throw stuff around. So I need to find that, but, or I can just print it out again, right? But yes, we'll do this one. And this one, I used it for my other two in the old binder, and I just put it in this one. This is about I can find shapes, and it has a little girl finding shapes. And I'm almost positive that I found this in Teachers Pay Teachers. I'm pretty sure I did. I was trying to see if this is. Yeah. And this is the other one. I can sit and listen. And it just has a little boy sitting there listening. So I think that's it for this one. Yeah, but basically, you know, I like this. We use it every now and then, not all the time, because my baby is still a baby. But he does need to be, you know, included. But the main thing, the main focus that we do, that my husband and I do with our 2, 3, and 4-year-old is read. We read. I can't tell you how many books I read a day. I could show you their library. Like, they have, y'all seen our little library? Well, those two. Okay, that's a little. My kids have more books than that. Like, they really do. We have books just because, you know, we buy some, and we have books because we go to the library. Like, every other week we go to the library and we just read. I read about maybe 5 books a day, and of course they're little books, right? But sometimes they're getting. My 4-year-old wants me to read like stories now, so I'm just like, okay. In between 3 kids, and they love books. They love it. They love going to the library. I think it's beautiful. I'm so happy that they enjoy reading books. I never enjoyed reading books. I'm not a reader. My husband's a reader. But these kids have really taught me that reading is very important from early childhood. And I really see how it is important. You know, it helps the child developmental, and it also, like, you know, the connection and the bond that you get with your child when you read them a book in the morning, when you read them a book during lunch, after school, after dinner, you know, before bed, or, you know, before bed. It's an amazing bond. I really enjoy it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's too many books, but then I get to lay them down. I'm just like, good, we read, and like we bonded and reading, and I just think it's amazing. I think it's such a blessing. So we just got this at the library. I added these to his little library. I got more books than this for him, but I'm just gonna show you 3. So this one's the animal ABC, and of course it's just like A is for alligator, B is for bear, and we'll make the animal noises, you know, the sounds. Cat, he knows how to say cat, and he says meow. Dolphin, and you know, it's so cute. The penguin, he loves penguins. He doesn't know how to say penguin. He only loves penguins because I love penguins. He doesn't know how to say penguin yet, but the way he tries to say it sounds so cute. And of course we got first words, and you know, it's just a touch and feel, because of course, you know, he's a hands-on kind of boy. He likes to learn, hands-on kind of learner. We'll talk about, you know, apple, bowl and spoon, cat and dog, and then I'll tell him like, oh, touch the puppy, and then the ears, you know, just a few words. And then of course we got colors. And it has red, yellow. Like I said, it's just him learning, right? Just having fun doing all this. Learning as we play. That is like the thing that I do with my kids. We try to play in an educational kind of way, if that makes sense. And then I just see them learning as we're playing and doing all this stuff, you know. It's such a blessing. But yes, oh wait, I got one more, of course. So we got the shapes. I thought that was it. So we got the shapes, got the star, circle, square, and the cross or X. I don't know what you call it. I call it a cross. But you know, of course, you know how this goes. You know, you wanna put the right shape in there, and he doesn't really know like how to do it. He knows the stars, but he knows that it's right here. But you know, I just guide him. I'm like, oh, it's a star, and I'll point to it. I'll show it to him like, oh, and it's green. It's the green star, and then I'll help him put it in there. And he really likes this one, you know. And at first he didn't like it. Of course, he didn't like none of this. But after a while, just making it more fun, he ended up liking it. So this is the one that he mainly goes to for sure, besides the cups. But let me see. I think that is it. Yeah. So that's it, guys. So that is what I have in my kids' little box. Not all of this fits in the box, so some of it is like on top of the box, and I just put it in a shelf, and when I pull it out, it's all just stacked neatly up there, unless he went over there and tried to grab it himself, of course, and that's totally fine. He's able to grab it whenever he wants. But yes, that's how I involve my child into my day with my other 2, of course, and also so he can get the concept of like, eventually you will be doing this more routinely, right, in a few years from now. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some tips on my little box that I have for, you know, how to entertain your 2-year-old. And let me know, you know, what do you have in your box? How do you entertain your 2-year-old while you're trying to homeschool your kids? So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.